Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. How are you?
Thanks, same to you. I'm okay for the time.
All right. Nice to hear from you this morning. Go right ahead.
Yes, I must say good morning to Grenada. This morning, blessed Lord, I stretch my hands to thee. No other help I know but only you. And if thou should dry yourself, this our Lord, where thou shalt we go. This morning, we thank you for putting us to bed, Lord. We thank you for waking us up this morning. We thank you for a bright and getting up morning, which is we thank you again, Lord, for the new year. All those who lucky to see the new year, we thank you. For those that had the sad news for the new year, God, you knows everything about your children, Lord. Father, this morning, Lord, I bring the school children as the school open, Lord. I bring the school children before you this morning, Lord. Pass by each and every schoolhouse, the buses who are traveling with them. I bring each and every one of them before you, Lord. The teachers, the principal. This morning, blessed Lord, the Prime Minister is in your hand. What could I tell you, Lord, about him, what you don't know? Father, you know everything about him because you are the maker of him. What could I say? I bring all the ministers before you this hour, Lord. Each and every one of them, both male and female, they all is in your hand this morning, Lord. I bring the opposition party before you. Remember that son, if thou be so pleased, Dr. Kid by name and by number, reach out and touch him this morning, blessed Lord. Father, I bring all the ministers before you, and even all those who are in the seat, I still bring them before you this hour, blessed Lord. Father, reach out and touch each and every one this morning, blessed Lord. I bring all driver here and everywhere before you this morning, Lord. I bring the entire force before you. I bring all the SSU, Lord. Pass by the camp this morning, Lord. Father, reach out and touch each and every one this hour, Lord. Father, those sick and afflicted ones, those who cannot help themselves, provide for them if thou be so pleased. Father, I thank you for the aged one. I thank you for all those that cannot help themselves. I thank you for those that could help themselves. For all those that are taking care of them, I bring them before you, Lord. Remember, pass by the hospital. Remember the nurses I bring before you this hour, blessed Lord. Remember the doctors. Remember all the workers here and everywhere I bring them before you, Lord. Father, have mercy on them and remember them. The bread basket is in your hand. Reach out and touch them this morning. Father God, what could I tell you about your children? We are your sheep in the pasture. You know each and every one of us by our different voices. Are you caught in and give us a peep down? Father, we know you is good and you is merciful. You is kind towards all your children. Supply the needs this hour, blessed Jesus. Those who are in the home that cannot help themselves, pass by the home this morning, blessed Lord. Reach out and touch them. Father, all those what lost their loved one, reach out this morning and touch them. Guide and protect them. Bless them. Remember all those that have little ones this hour, Master. Remember them. Father, we still thank you for what you have done to us for the holiday, Lord. No matter you have sad in it, but we still thanking you because a lot alive this hour, blessed Jesus. We thanking you. Pass by that woman servant, Lord. Pass by Livera this morning, blessed Lord. For I know that are better than I do. Remember that woman servant. You know, Lord, Becca by name and by number. Reach out and touch her this morning, blessed Lord, whosoever she locate. Father, we know the body is weak, but keep the mind strong that you're able to rest like Jacob and never to let go. My God and my King, the world is in your hand. Father, this morning, blessed Lord, all driver, all bosses, all conductor, passenger, the boat on the ocean, the plane in the air, I bring each and every one before you. Remember, Mr. Andrew, this morning, wheresoever I locate, the offspring of his body, his staff, I bring before you each and every one of them, this our Lord. Bind them together like one plastic that cannot be broken. Let one cry be the other one cry. Pass by the police station, this our blessed Lord, you know it better than I do. Father God, remember the radio station I bring before you. Father, the folk corner, the Bongden Center, the Chancellor, the Do, the end of the gap, the surrounding of the yard. I ask you, Master, to shatter Satan, chain towards that place. Leave no veins where Satan could enter this our blessed God, my God and my King, as you tell the disciple to say, our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us the days our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And have yourself a wonderful new year.
Thanks, same to you.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye. It's real, it's 91.9. 7 minutes past 7 inside the studios of Real FM. It's another political Wednesday, and it's the first one for the year. So everybody tuning in on the live, have yourself a wonderful new year and a special good morning. People listening via the tuning app, good morning to you too. People listening via the website, good morning to you too.
When you walk, what you say? When you talk,
Yeah, we're nice this morning.
when you walk,
We're nice this morning, man.
when you talk.
We'll pay some bills and we'll be right back.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The Christmas breeze is blowing at Dominic's Shopping Centers in Fun City, Guave. Santa has brought everything you need this Christmas, including greeting cards, floor coverings, mats and rugs, mattresses, bed sheets, pillows and cases, a variety of household items, pots and pans, glass sets, mixers, blenders, toys, flowers, electronics including radios, Bluetooth battery speakers with lights and hi-fi, 4 and 6 burner stoves and refrigerators, washing machines, and much more. We have clothing and accessories for the whole family. Extra opening hours for the Christmas season are Sunday 18th December. We will be open from 9 to 5 p.m. Call or visit us today on 444-8804 Lance or 444-9221 Down Street. Best wishes for the Christmas and a prosperous 2023. Dominic Shopping Center, the best in the West. It keeps getting better.
Central Point. Yes, Central Point it is. We have available for all your conveniences, newborn diapers, pillows, oil for vehicles, disposable paper items, plates, cups, serviettes, etc. Household items, mops, brooms, and rakes, pipe fittings, top up for your phones, cooking gas from Rubis and Spice, gas for your AC, a wide variety of drinks, soft and alcoholic. If you're in a pinch and need a taxi? That is available also. Contact Bob and Dave at 458-9745, 456-0550, Silverly, or 442-9307. And don't forget, this is where you get enrolled in the university under the cashew tree at Plains in St. Patrick's.
The Granville Cooperative Credit Union wishes to advise the general public of its changes to its Saturday operations. Effective Saturday, 26 November 2022, Saturday operations at both the Granville and St. George's branches will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Granville Cooperative Credit Union, the best to save and borrow.
We can all use some holiday cheer, so Christmas is coming early this year. Unwrap the true magic of Christmas on Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. The time of love and giving is here, so come, take advantage of our specially developed packages as we celebrate our 18th anniversary as a media entity. Packages start as low as $500, which guarantees 5 spots per day, Monday to Friday, and bonus spots on Saturdays. Promotion ends January 31st, 2023. Call 442-0975 or email us at real919fm@gmail.com for more information. Don't miss this superb opportunity to get great discounts when you advertise with Real FM. 91.5 Real FM got you covered.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Good morning, Drumsticks. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Doing good.
Go right ahead.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 96. Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Sing unto the Lord, bless his name. Show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all the people. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto the Lord, O ye kingdoms of the people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. This is the end of his scripture again.
All right, thank you very much. No announcement this morning?
Outside is very bright and sunny this morning.
I love it too much, eh? All right, take your job, 6.
Okay, all right, bye.
All right, bye. It's Real, it's 91. We're keeping it moving. Remember, at 7:20, we got the weather coming up. There will be no water-wise this morning. 14 minutes past 7 o'clock inside the studios of Real FM.
Where you walk.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Surtees, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone Disinfectant Cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
For over 80 years, we have been the trusted friend you relied on for comfort, support, and guidance. At Lacroix Brothers, we continue to provide the professional quality services you need when a loved one passes on. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we offer specially designed funeral packages for only $6,000 VAT inclusive. Special conditions apply. As you plan ahead, we have removed all enrollment fees for our burial society. This offer ends December 31st. Enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home for greater choices at the lowest possible prices. Select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Telephone 440-2302. Call us any time of day or visit www.lacroixbrothers.com. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a proud Grenadian tradition of excellence.
Hey now, listen to this and listen carefully. At Low Tongue Sauteurs is the best little seafood restaurant on this lovely island. Bacon shark, steamed fish, fish and chips, and the daily catch, whatever that may be, we have it for you. To complement this, you can have the most tasty sorrel, golden apple, ginger, and passion fruit drinks, all locally made, just as you know it to taste. As you visit our restaurant, take some time to browse through our super convenience store, where you will find an item which has not been seen for so long. We offer you the best prices on t-shirts and unisex vests, casual and dress shirts, and the widest range of body oils. For whatever the occasion, find the fragrance, be it male or female. For you and only you, we have a wide variety of headphones and chargers. So here's what. Visit for the food, the bar, or the store, and stay for the others, because you never know what surprise is in store for you. We're open from 9 to 9 Monday to Saturday. Sunset Restaurant.
We can all use some holiday cheer, so Christmas is coming early this year. Unwrap the true magic of Christmas on Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. The time of love and giving is here, so come, take advantage of our specially developed packages as we celebrate our 18th anniversary as a media entity. Packages start as low as $500, which guarantees 5 spots per day, Monday to Friday, and bonus spots on Saturdays. Promotion ends January 31st, 2023. Call 442-0975 or email us at real919fm@gmail.com for more information. Don't miss this superb opportunity to get great discounts when you advertise with Real FM.
Sandy's Variety Store, located on Main Street, St. Patrick. That one-of-a-kind store where you can find ladies, men, and children clothing in all sizes and styles. Underwear for men, women, and children. Shoes, sneakers for the whole family. We also carry plus sizes too. One-of-a-kind items where you would only find at Sandy's. And guess what? You won't find more than 3 items that's the same. Sandy's Variety Store. Call us at 418-4769. That number again, 418-4769. Sandy's Variety Store.
Where you go? when you talk, when you go, when you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you this morning?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Happy New Year to you and to all the listeners.
Same to you. Go right ahead.
Okay, well, down here at Point Solis and most parts of Green, the conditions are fair and hazy. Winds are northeasterly at 9 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is now 14.6 millibars. That is above normal and rising. Current temperature 24.9 Celsius. Relative humidity 84%. Now, during the last 24 hours, maximum temperature recorded down here 29.9 Celsius. Minimum 24.8 Celsius. During that same period, we had no rain down here at Point Celine. Hence, our total remains at 19.9 millimeters. Let's look now at the public forecast, and this is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. We can expect conditions to be partly cloudy and hazy with a few light isolated showers, but becoming partly cloudy tonight. Winds east northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles an hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently rising. High tide will be at 12:46 this afternoon. Low tide will be at 9:40 this evening. Today we can expect a maximum temperature by 30 degrees Celsius. We'll have sunset this afternoon at 5:55 and sunrise tomorrow at 6:29. So just to repeat the public forecast, remember it is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. Conditions are expected to be partly cloudy and hazy with a few light isolated showers, but becoming partly cloudy to cloudy tonight. So for the Met Office at MBIA, Jerry Tamer.
Thank you very much.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantanel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Certez, in the Quasi. Dr. Guerrero, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, and vaginal warts, hernias, C-section. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic D&C, abnormal bleeding. They're in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Dr. Santos, an oncologist who specializes in cancer treatment, a general practitioner, family doctor, will be joining Dr. Guerra in the not-too-distant future. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352. That number again, 423 3352.
Put your health first.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
This is good.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an X-Con and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with Mac wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned with cylinder. With much new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They said the new driver cannot drive.
Put everybody, put all the money on the permanent. Put all nurses on the permanent. Put all, everybody. Just put them because you're wicked if you don't do it. Yes. Go in government. Go into government and do that and find out who's going to support you. Go, then you will find out and they'll say, I didn't understand and I did not know. That's why you have to come in to a training school first and learn before you become the Hippie.
Before we go on, Happy New Year, brother. How you doing?
If they go in training school, things would have be better.
Yes, I.
Well, bless New Year, Igwe. My hope for you is that this year turn out to be one of your best years ever.
I wish you the same too.
Morning, folks. Real Expressions Political Wednesday.
Yeah.
4th January 2023. New Year gates. And we go run at them again.
Amen.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow or turning with thee. Thou changest not thy compassions. Grenada is my constituency. Real FM is my parliament. And the people elect me spokesman. And at the same time, I'm blessed by the Ancient of Days. So all the listeners Real FM platforms, all the callers and all who make the program what it is, even those that call me 3 a.m. We back. Through blood, sweat, and tears, we go carry on. So we expect them to attack Real FM. We expect them to go after the infrastructure of Real FM. But we'll be here. Where there's a will, there's a way. Morning, all and sundry. All and sundry. And we back and we have established Real FM as one of the points where is an oasis for facts, factual information. And anytime we spit facts gates, we challenge them to debunk what we're saying. And if they want a serious debate, because there is some who saying that our narrative is one, yes, we have control bias here on Real FM. We have a message on Real FM. So, yes, we have a narrative. Yes, we have an agenda. And if you believe you could debunk it, you could meet us any Saturday morning downstairs Real FM.
We always do.
And we go have a debate. So you don't have to beat up. Just come prepared. And we're dealing with facts. We don't come in and deal with emotions and so on. So to all the listeners, continue to listen to Real FM. Because Real FM will continue to be the station that will give you factual information. And there's none on the morning talk shows gates that is more thorough than Real FM. Bar none. So as we start this year, and we duty bound to give the people the information necessary. Now today we're going to dissect a couple topics. One, the letter from what was promulgated about the Chinese investor. Two, the pattern developed with salary and the National Democratic Congress. We still go touch on the E2 visa because latest developments is not having a good read for the economy. The E2 visa in conjunction with the CBI program. Then we go speak about the Fiscal Responsibility Act and the implication what it could happen. And then we also have to mention the firing continues.
Yeah.
So when they preach bipartisanship, the firing continues. The latest set is these seed officers. Morning, fat man, today's your birthday. Enjoy your day, my brother. Use it as one of reflection. So, take care, my brother. And ensure that you have a great day. Because in the speech of the Honorable Prime Minister during the Christmas celebration, he spoke about it's time to end party politics and so forth. And to me, Igwe, in the midst of calling for bipartisanship, and it seems like only NNP people are interested in bipartisanship, you continue to fire people. You continue an assault of the marginalized in this country, but you're calling for unity and saying it's time to stop the politicking gates.
Too late, no.
And we continue to see this type of behavior towards your perceived opponents. According to the people and them in local parlance, you need to stop that. Prime Minister, you need to stop that. During the budget debate, Igwe, there's information to suggest that persons was paid to go under the live when the persons of the opposition are speaking to be vulgar, name calling. And on one side of your mouth, you're calling for bipartisanship and national unity. When all the people who support you going after those they perceive is non-supporters and you're saying nothing. I always speak about Eli in the Bible. His son and them, they doing thing and he don't say nothing. And when the Ancient of Days ready to deal with him, he get the same portion. Mr. PMB guided. Because he have religious people around you that know the story of Eli. Let it tell you. And Gates, as we speaking, messages coming to me from people in the seed program. Tell me they go send the copy to put on my dossier, the file of persons they make go, Igwe. And these things is real. That's the reality of the situation. So my dossier of persons who they fire is here, Igwe. So when they're saying this thing and I know happening, look at the imperative information and facts here. And look at people telling me from the seed program, they will send more copies from me. However, first things first, Igwe, we'll deal with the so-called embarrassment to this country. Because I bring that up just to let people know the last budget presentation, and we go deal with it, which was deemed best budget gate. Because you have a developing trend here. The last National Democratic Congress government started off with the first $1 billion budget, which they call best budget. It fall flat on his face. They had the same implements by tax break. It didn't work out. Borrowing, when they finished with the country, the NNP had to go and come and stabilize. So we see that developing trend here. We see another developing trend in Grenada when the truth abideth not in our officials. Because every time they speak, excuse me, every time they speak Gates, the truth abideth not on truth. So we're seeing some developing teams here. As some people look at it, deja vu. Like we see that movie already. So the best budget movie, we see it already. What we didn't see, we never see here they're asking for that facility to borrow 350 million. Because they know the budget go hit hard times and they go have to borrow. But we have to come to the borrowing as relates to the Fiscal Responsibility Act. That is the crux of the matter, so we go dissect it. And we see that developing trend. And the funding of the budget, this budget, Igwe, is heavily based on CBI. To put it in local parlance so the ordinary man go understand, is heavily based on selling passport. Call it by any other name you want, it comes down to selling of passport. Because to get 111 million and 83 million, 2,700 passports thereabout must be sold to achieve that amount of money. Facts. They could go on the CBI website and see the fees and go in the budget estimates and read and see how much. So beat up with the budget and the estimate of the CBI program. Facts. But at the same time, you hedge your bet and you hinge the financing of your best budget. Biggest allocation. When you check it out, they clump up three ministries in one and they say biggest allocation. They talk about agriculture. When you add it up, the primary 38, the six for Feeder Road, and the 3 for Carrico, you do it 54. So we know maybe they can come, but I mean, let me give them that. They could make a mistake too. But the fact is how you decide to finance the budget. And I go talk about that, And I go speak the truth here, Gates. Even if it's one person who want listen to me. I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for ratings. I'm not here for no hour at the end of the year, Gates. I'm not here to force myself on any journalist. I'm not here to hide any funds in my jockey shots. I'm here to speak the truth. And what we're saying, you hinge your bet on the CBI program. But however, persons here already under the CBI program, the Chinese developer in Lhasa, in St. David's, you talking all about thing. But before I get into that, I want to leave this thing for people here. And they must understand. Honest people, Gates, don't climb the mountain every day and shout, I'm honest. Just like rich people, Gates, they don't go out of their way to prove to the world that they are rich. So anytime, Gates, I see people fighting hard to profess honesty, it makes me suspicious. It makes me worried. And the fact that this letter with some gift and money, they go so much out of the way to prove that I'm worried. But Gates, what is mind-boggling? The letter was written, and it makes me suspicious. Why are you trying so hard? And there's set practices of returning gifts to that same channel. But Gates, what is interesting? The person who they claim thing, and there's information to suggest, Gates, it is alleged that after you promote this letter and you're trying to prove holier than now, the same man, the Chinese man, was approached for funds again. There's information to suggest that a backdoor approach was made. It is alleged that a backdoor approach was made to the same Chinese you put in letter for. And we all remember the situation with the Taiwanese and the Chinese anthem and how these people view the thing. But I won't even go there. I'll just go there to the fact that the man is a CBI recipient. You hinge the budget heavy on CBI, but you publicly attacking a CBI person. Gates, this thing nobody know. So Gates, we always say here on Real FM, the constituency of Grenada, Gates' inexperience, youthful arrogance, and lack of institutional knowledge will drive this country down the drain. Inexperience will kill us. I should use that's why the first clip we play, Gates, the men should have go in training school. We don't just play this clip and them wilding. There's a message behind the thing. The people, the Chinese, they give you a gift. You decide it was inappropriate. You had channels you could have do and get the gift back to the people, but you decide to slap in the face. The CBI, the same CBI program. You hinge the budget on Gates. That is my problem. You could have do what you want with the gift, but the implication or the ramification of your action, it won't affect you alone. It will affect this little country, Gates. And I love this country, Gates. And I love it bad. So when whoever do those things, Gates, I will speak about it. I will speak about it on the People's Parliament on Real FM. I don't know why. And there's a lot of gift that is received, but they don't make no shenanigans about it. But Gates, like I tell you, anytime people trying hard to prove they honest, I don't be suspicious. That doesn't work out, Gates. That doesn't work out, Gates. Because they could have just put it in the consolidated fund.
And forget that.
And help somebody. Yeah. Those people are making go. I should have taken the $10,000 and gone get some. The seed people are making go. Those are making go in Carriacou. The faith-based people, CJ's people and others who are make go. If I think I should have taken the $10,000 and give them. Igwe. Gates, this thing is troubling. Because that is an attack on the CBI program. The CBI hinge the country's existence for financing the budget on. And I don't know. Somebody, you need to have an adult in the room, Gates. Because as far as I see, there is no adult presently in the room, Igwe. And that is sad. So I hope that the present administration and the Honorable Prime Minister will seek some counsel in diplomacy. Because even in the budget debate, Peter David spoke to them as it relates to foreign affairs. Igwe. And they sat there and was so quick to say transformation. So does transformation mean stupidness, floodgate open, more stupidness, plenty stupidness? Does that mean, because there are ways and means of dealing with those things. Why try to promote it? And I tell you, Gates, anytime I see people trying too hard, doing too much, to be honest, I just be afraid. I just wonder what is there to be hidden. What is being hidden. So I implore here, because I'm not here only to criticize, but at the same time to offer some form of advice. Yeah. Get your house in order. Get some counsel on how to deal with those issues, Igwe. And let's govern this country with distinction. You're the brightest set of people. You're the best liar. You're the best transformation. In 6 months, you do what people never do in 100 years. But you jackassing the thing when it comes for a little thing like diplomacy. Think it over. NDC, think it again. Because here, I'm speaking NDC, you know. Because it's about NDC and NNP right now. Because once you perceive to be NNP, they're going after you. They're doing you all kind of thing. And they're pretending it doesn't happen. So I just, according to a good friend of mine, out of the abundance of caution. Then again, Igwe, the leaking of information, the kind of information that is leaked to the public, Gates, is what some people might call classified information. But you find anybody willy-nilly having it. So when you see men posting those letters, you have to ask what's going on. Is there any adult in the room? Gates, this thing, confidentiality, Gates, is of paramount importance when you're dealing with diplomacy. You know? You cannot willy-nilly have it at the run, at the mill. You know? Because when you see the head of a statutory body in Grenada, the Postal Corporation, posting a letter on Facebook of another statutory body, shitty defining. So the statutory head of the Postal Corporation posting a letter on Facebook of another statutory corporation, CBI. Shit hit the fan. And they're suggesting, there's information they're trying to suggest that the ex-chairman and the board could be corrupt. And the ex-chairman was their PS in finance. So you understand? So when we say they don't go in training school, we didn't just play that clip by accident, Gates. We just, and watch, what we say in here is not criticism. We giving them advice. So they didn't come in training school, but we still venting the teachings. But I don't know, and all they talk about corruption, but they still have board members from the old board and the current board, but they talk about corruption. These people and them, you have to understand, I should have really go in training school. And that is serious issues. And that is about governance of the country. That is not about green or yellow. That is a misstep by the administration, and you have to correct that. Just as how Senator Claudia Joseph say, let's be straight. You have to be straight with the Grenadian people. Because there is a developing team here of untruth, Gates. As the union put it, manifestly certified falsehood, lies. And all you need to stop that, because it's the country that would feel it, Gates. It's the country. Because all what I will speak this morning, Gates, would hinge on the development of this country. Because I'm speaking about that which link to the CBI and the diplomacy and confidentiality and the way of doing things. And one head of a statutory body posting on Facebook letters from another statutory body, like the goats and the dogs mix up. You know? And anytime the goats mix up with the dog, you know what else happens? Dog does kill goat. You know, you know when you have animals and you hear they say dog pass, you're in problem. You know? So right now what we're seeing, the goats among the dogs, you know, get. And that is not a good thing. You know? Goat neck could bust. You know? And we sit idly by and we say, oh, let's unite. Bipartisanship. But you continue to the assault on those who you think is not your supporters. And your supporters, where information is there to suggest, so it is alleged that you're paying them to go under the live and speak nastiness on people.
Yeah, man, we know that already, man. Just by the way they
And then you're talking about bipartisanship and come together.
You know about them techniques.
So it's like NNP stupid. Just run in and take your debt.
Tell the stage show they
You understand?
Stage show they promote.
And that is the crux of the matter, Igwe. And these are the things we need to understand, Igwe. I will touch another topic because all the time correlates the financing of the budget, the growing of the economy, and we know it is they say the economy would only grow by 3.6% this year. So salary and thing would be affected, the 9% of GDP. Because what? We comprehensive here, you know, like I tell you, Gates, there's none thorough than Real FM, you know, in information, you know. So we will touch on a developing thing here. Salary negotiation, Gates. Salary negotiations, and we're seeing a developing trend here. In 2008, because we just give the history before we come. We don't just stuck in outer air, and when people ask us things, we can say 2008. But 2006, there was a salary negotiations with the public workers and the government of the day at the time, NNP. Mm-hmm. I could speak about it because I was part of the police team negotiating then. And we agreed for 4% 2007 increase, 4% 2008, 4% 2009. The unions, they bright and they know all. They say they don't sign no agreement for 3 years. They take in an agreement only for 2 years, Igwe. So they gotta decide now because the union always trying to squeeze NNP, but it does backfire on them. I'm going quite there to come here to tell you, Nuggets, because I want the people to get the information. By NNP losing 2008, but because the police and the prison agreed for 3 years, NDC had to pay and honor the 4% increase for police officers and prisons. And then the union now just had to suck on and eat hungry pie and I agree for the 4% too. I go back there to come here now. This salary negotiation period. And I want them to challenge me, because I don't want to just come here and let it just believe me. So challenge me. Police and prisons again agreed for 2023 4%, 2022 4%, and 2021 4%. The union again. they realize election near, so they say, we do sign in for 3 years. It's taking 2 years.
2 years.
So they take the what was offered, 4%. Let's take a break here. We'll come back because we don't want to give them too much food so you go choke them. When you come back, we will continue.
Yeah.
Let's take it.
All right, 5 minutes to 8 o'clock, folks. We're gonna pay some bills and we'll be back.
From the north, covering south, east, and west. This is Real FM.
M&M Hardware Limited, home St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The Christmas breeze is blowing at Dominic's shopping centers in Fun City Guave. Santa has brought everything you need this Christmas, including greeting cards, floor coverings, mats and rugs, mattresses, bed sheets, pillows and cases, a variety of household items, pots and pans, glass sets, mixers, blenders, toys, flowers, electronics including radios, Bluetooth battery speakers with lights and hi-fi, 4 and 6 burner stoves and refrigerators, washing machines, and much more. We have clothing and accessories for the whole family. Extra opening hours for the Christmas season are Sunday 18th December. We will be open from 9 to 5 p.m. Call or visit us today on 444-8804 Lance or 444-9221 Down Street. Best wishes for the Christmas and a prosperous 2023. Dominic Shopping Center, the best in the West. It keeps getting better.
Central Point. Yes, Central Point it is. We have available for all your conveniences newborn diapers, pillows, oil for vehicles, disposable paper items, plates, cups, serviettes, etc. Household items, mops, brooms, and rakes, pipe fittings, top up for your phones, cooking gas from Rubis and Spice, gas for your AC, a wide variety of drinks, soft and alcoholic. If you're in a pinch and need a taxi, that is available also. Contact Bob and Dave at 458-9745, 456-0550, Silverly, or 442-9307. And don't forget, this is where you get enrolled in the university under the cashew tree at Plains in St. Patrick's.
The Granville Cooperative Credit Union wishes to advise the general public of its changes to its Saturday operations. Effective Saturday, 26th November 2022, Saturday operations at both the Granville and St. George's branches will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Granville Cooperative Credit Union, the best to save and borrow.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Certez, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
This is good.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an next car, and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned with cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say, the driver cannot drive.
On page 10, take your books out. On page 10 of the medium-term fiscal report framework 2023, that's a government document, Mr. Speaker, report that was laid before this honorable house, along with the estimate of revenue and expenditure, it indicated, and I quote, growth is expected as a medium term. Listen to that. Growth is expected to decelerate in 2023. That's the government document that they gave us, unquote. While the Minister of Finance in his budget statement stated on page 6 of his budget statement, he said, the economy is expected to expand in 2023. Which one should I believe? Which one, Mr. I've given you several instances and I would ask a question at the end of it. We get one document with numbers given by the officers, I assume, in the Ministry of Finance. And then the Prime Minister in his budget statement, I don't know, maybe for political reasons or somebody write the speech somewhere else. Mr. Speaker, then the Minister of Employment and Prime Minister not understand the economic numbers? Was it an attempt to deceive the people about the growth prospects of the country for 2023? Mr. Speaker, I know he's not a numbers man, but at least if you give a document saying one thing, it has to be consistent with statements that you make.
Holy willy Igwe.
So Igwe, what are we saying here? So the argument was from 2006 to 2009, 4-year agreement. The police and prison signed. The union say they go squeeze them and MP lose. They just had to come back and agree. We've seen that same reoccurring theme here now. 4 years again, from 2020 to 2023. The police and prisons agree for 4 years, the union agree for 3 years. Union, you have to stop playing games with this country. Stop playing games. And Gates, you heard what Dr. Mitchell just said. When they came in 2008, there was a downturn in the economy, same like now, Gates. And when the NNP started with a squeeze, when the union started with a squeeze NNP lost. So they had to deal with their good friends NDC. That happened in 2008, and we've seen that happening now, Gates. The economy is expected to grow at 3.6 downturn. And then the National Democratic Congress negotiating team offer public servants 2% for 2024 and 2% for 2025. So we see now developing team here. Every time the Congress come, all the talk they don't say about they love people and workers and that. It doesn't work out for them because they don't find them, because from 2009 and they didn't find nothing. 0.0000000. Now it's 2%. So we see who for the working class and who like the workers of this country. And that is the issues I will bring to fore on the People's Parliament of Real FM Gates. So they wanted to put a squeeze on the NNP, the union, and it didn't work out. Because the NNP had the last laugh. The government comes out now with 2% increase for 2024 and 25. But based on the union behavior, Gates, maybe the government was confident that the union go accept it, because remember, as they come, they give teachers and money. They shut up that set on them. Yeah. So I want to see what they go do about the 2%. Youthful arrogance lack of institutional knowledge, and inexperience. But Gates, with all that, 2% and the Grenada Union of Teachers used to make noise. They want the money and they want the money. Now they lighting mass and too outside people's house. I ain't hearing them. I don't hear in the Grenada Union of Teachers. But what they do, and maybe, I don't know, because the information to suggest they're very, very quiet. What does information to suggest is that they put in a proposal for fringe benefits. So I don't know if you have some, I don't know how going on Gates.
We'll find out.
The thing tie up.
Yeah, we will find out.
But we go unfold, we go debunk all this thing here on the People's Parliament of Real FM. My little country, are we getting good government? That is the crux of the matter. Are we getting good government? Igwe. So we watch the salary negotiation, how it unfolds. We're looking at the teachers and them in particular. We want to see. We want to hear. Because remember, Igwe, the economy is projected to only grow at 3.6%. Downturn in the economy. And that is a developing theme reoccurring. So it's something about the Congress. Every time they come in power, the economy don't growing as the year before something though, right? Is this a statement by the Ancient of Days? I don't know. So we see. We watch for the next 60 months, Gates. The next 1,500 days. We want to see. Because all you all talk about the NNP, this and NNP that, we go get a chance to compare and contrast Igwe. We move on to the E2 visa issue, Igwe. And we have to understand what here is at play. Because we're not living in a vacuum. The place has become a global village. So people have to understand before I move away and get into the E2 visa. The whole thing of salary negotiation, it is clear. It is clear that people should see the head of unions or the unions and the National Democratic Congress is one and the same. As they will say, because they know them is lawyers, mutatos, mutandis. Them is lawyers, they know that. Mutatos, mutandis Gates, they know. Well, Daisy trying, but Daisy they go overpower you. But you feel like the head of the public. We go, but it go unfold before we eyes. We go see who is who. Because we can't pretend for long. Even Adam tried to hide from the Ancient of Days and he was found out. We go see. Igwe. We will see. But the E2 visa is an issue because the E2 visa, okay. One of the things that happened when the NNP administration embarked on the CBI program, Gates. One of the things that what was there to attract persons to the program was the E2 visa, because persons wanted, because Grenada has this agreement with the United States where persons holding, or the holders of the passport of Grenadian passport, could apply for the E2 visa, would make things lucrative and so on for people, in America. So a lot of persons will come here, get a visa, but the main intention is to go to the United States gate. So the E2 visa was an attraction for them. You understand? But with the restrictions now, as President Biden and them putting thing, you have to wait 3 years now to access the thing. So it is not tantalizing gates as before. And bearing in mind, don't forget, you have 2,700 only passport to sell to make that money to finance the budget. Never forget that. So if the passport and those selling gates, the budget could be in problem.
What else could sell?
Well, they say disposal of assets, Grand Lake, I hear Grand Lake.
Up for grabs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't say they go sell it, but Grand Lake is one of the assets they have. So we're talking about that. And even they asked for the permission to borrow 350 million. What is borrowing now with in terms of interest and which we'll get to. But we're dealing with the E2 visa. So the attraction of the E2 visa now is problem. So I don't know. But this thing is a problem. And are we getting good government gates? You know, Gates, the thing getting so rough, Gates. All the talk about the best budget, and everybody saying this guy is the best thing since sliced bread, Gates. In presenting the Christmas message, the Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou and Pitimatic admitting that things will be rough in 2023, you know, after the best budget was presented in Igwe. I tell you, Gates, the truth abideth not. Every time these fellas I speak, and you fact check them, it don't add up. A few days ago, best budget, then admitting. So when Dr. Kit Mitchell talk about the downturn in the economy, they say, oh, he vex, he don't like thing. But you realize there's a developing trend here. Dr. Kit Mitchell spoke about the pension and the amount of money. They say he lie. 60 million now, he's in 100 million and he don't done it. He speak about the downturn in the economy. They say he vex, he's an old man. But look at the Prime Minister say 2023 go be rough. They could go and listen to the speech gate because they like to say it is lie. Go and listen. Don't just believe me. Listen to the speech. But as they say, confession is good for our soul.
The soul.
Not the soul. Confirmation is good for our soul. A soul.
A soul.
A soul.
A soul.
Confession is good for our soul. Yeah, he said the things that we had. Not my words, but his. Back to the E2 visa. So the attraction of the E2 visa link with the CBI program. So a man from a different nationality who does not have this agreement with the United States would come in Grenada, get a passport, and then try luck with the E2 visa and make himself thing. But the United States now say the waiting period to qualify for that thing is 3 years, so that it don't lucrative again. So the 2,700 and thing passport, I wonder how that will go. I can't to Bojo how it will go. And I'm speaking all these things for people to understand it. And the Prime Minister tell us already 2023 go be hard. So I'm getting up to that, you know. With what I'm telling you this morning, I'm getting up to that. So hard times or difficult times, or as the Prime Minister put it, rough times ahead. Because if the E2 visa thing go determined from coming here and be part of the CBI program, problem galore. And Gates, with all that said, I must touch on the fact that the leader of government business in the Senate indicated to the nation that they will approaching the IMF to have what they call, he said, they will be approaching the International Monetary Fund to amend section of the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Among the requirements of that legislation is a limitation on the percentage amount of money in the annual budget for salaries and wages. So here the thing go. I didn't pass the bar, but I know a little bit. Now you approach the IMF because this Fiscal Responsibility Act governs, because the Paris Club, the agreement, how you service your debt, and so on. So because they say, Claudette Joseph, Senator, said the IMF want them already about permanence. Because making people permanent equates to wage and salaries. So the IMF don't tell them already. If she say in our words that the IMF want them when it relates to permanent, it simply means wage and salary. The IMF give them a one in already gate. And die by day words, So I don't make it that one up. So the IMF, as Senator Claudette Joseph said, already warned them when it comes to making people permanent. So that means the IMF already warned them on wages and salary. But here, and in leadership by avoidance, the man who present the best budget, he never say that in the budget thing. How they go approach the IMF. But they blaming it on the asphalt. So the asphalt, they blame it on them. You see, we go approach the IMF. Because leadership by avoidance, he only want to speak things nice, the Prime Minister. Anything. The first thing he say, what so nice is about he go rough in 2023, He might smell the coffee. All that thing is nice and grand, their best budget, biggest allocation him. But as the leader of government business in the Senate, he flow. He say we will go by the IMF and ask for that. But the IMF don't want them already. The fact that the IMF want them about making people permanent is the fact that the IMF want them out wages and salary. So they will go to the IMF. The IMF go advise them against doing that. However, we are a sovereign country. If we choose to do it, it's a matter for us. But here what will happen. Yes. When we do that, the IMF won't like that. Since that they want already. So, listen, listen how we tie in this thing, Diplomacy, they're making a mess of it. They're publishing all kind of classified information and confidential information. People won't trust them one. The E2 visa wouldn't be lucrative for people again, so less people go on green that passport too. So money for the CBI to fund the budget go get less. Downturn in the economy, less. And gates. We're talking about the Fiscal Responsibility Act. So when they going to interfere, the IMF go put the usual thing. It won't be too nice to them. And here what happened now, Gates. The 350 million they asked for permission to borrow. Here what happened now. They could go and borrow, But the terms of interest and grace period they would get under this present dispensation how the NNP brought it to. That won't happen because now you're getting 0.5% interest and all 20 years grace period. But Gates, when all this stupidness happen and you're going to interfere the Fiscal Responsibility Act and others, Gates, you go and borrow at commercial rate 15% and only 6 months grace period. So shitty defining. So I bring this topic on this morning not just to sound nice, but to warn people. And the Prime Minister captured it for me by saying 2023 go be rough. Go and do all your research and come back and contradict me. Because the fact that all you do treating CBI people thing, all you have all information up and down, are you trying to be honest? And Gates, I tell you, anytime people trying to be fighting hard and doing so much to be honest and integrity, I tell you, I'm afraid. Because them thing is not event. Them is a lifetime. So you see what going on there now? So now when this thing and them happen now, they go say this and that. So Gates, the thing bleak. And the Prime Minister say it in his own words, in the address to the nation, Gates, 2023 go be rough. So he didn't break it down like me, but I'm breaking it down, Gates. So when you vex persons in CBI by giving all this information, it affects your ability to offer the public workers increase in salaries. Shitty the fan. The E2 visa wouldn't be attractive again for Grenada passport. Less passport go say less money go make to finance the budget. Shitty the fan. You go to the IMF and ask to think the IMF go advise you against it because they warn you already. And in your own words, you say that. Because the Senator Claudia Jolie said the IMF warn us. When we talking about permanent work, because the IMF warn them about the wage bill. Wage and salary gate, the IMF already warn them. So going to the IMF about the Fiscal Responsibility Act, the IMF don't speak already. And once you do what, you go on your own way like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Because when he leave this Santa Claus and he go your own way, they already and they make joke with him. You go out to borrow. And the 350 million you ask for the facility to borrow, you would not get the terms and condition presently what the NNP established. The borrowing at 0.5% interest and you're getting 20 years grace period. You go out to borrow at commercial rates, 15% interest and only 6 months grace period. And how you're making that money at the same time to pay wage and salaries and to service your loan. So when the Prime Minister say 2020 you go, he know. He just don't breaking it down for all you. So anything when I cry, you go say, well, I tell her you go be rough. But Calculator and Real FM go break it down for all.
Facts.
We go break it down to the lowest atom. Gates. So that is my concern, Gates. My concern, one, you have to have an adult in the room and go in training school and understand how to manage the country. Because you do have institutional knowledge. You have a set of arrogant and inexperienced people just running up and down the tongue and taking picture like his photo up, like wedding. Secondly, you public workers, you only able to offer them much, and I'm waiting on the teachers union and Mr. Grimes and them man to hear them. Then the E2 visa wouldn't cause the CBI to be attractive again. Then you say you go speak to the IMF about the Fiscal Responsibility Act. The IMF don't speak to you already. Because Senator Jolie said the IMF warn you. But it's a sovereign country. So you could do what you want. But you have repercussions. You have repercussions, Gates. And then you want to borrow. Because you won't need the money to finance the budget. Well, because even though you sell Grenley, you could only sell it for so much.
So much, yeah.
When that money done, you got to borrow. And then now, then you good thing. Because you can't borrow at the rates now. You got to borrow at commercial rates, 15% interest. Now it's 0.5%. And you might get out a 6 months grace period. You understand? Gates, you understand?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
And then you got to service that amount of money. At the same time, so the purpose you borrow it for is reoccurring. And in the budget, you have a MIT, the Ministry of Mischief. 70-something million recurrent thing to the thing. So we go watch.
We watch.
As one say, we watching. We watching. And the Prime Minister concur with me because he say 2023 will be a tough year. So he agreed with me. But they, as usual, they like to beat up. Contest those facts. And call here. And then we have a discussion. And stop making poor people children go. We'll take a break. I'll be back, folks.
Yes, we will. What time now? It's 25 minutes past 8 o'clock, folks. We'll be back after this.
Broadcasting from the historical Parish Main Street, Surtees, to your home, vehicle, and office. Today's hit music on Real FM.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantilly in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
If you're looking to improve or maintain your health, look no further. We have a general practitioner right here on Main Street, Surtees in the Quasi. Dr. Guerrero, a gynecologist and surgeon who specializes in women's health. She offers lab tests, blood, pap smears, prostate cancer, and stool tests. Consultation for pregnant women from beginning to end. Surgeries, which includes hysterectomy, tying of tubes, vaginal shrinking, removal of uterine fibroids, and vaginal warts, hernias, C-section. She also specializes in diagnostic and therapeutic DNC, abnormal bleeding. They're in collaboration with Alice Labs, located in St. George, opposite the Excel Plaza. Dr. Santos, an oncologist who specializes in cancer treatment, a general practitioner, family doctor, will be joining Dr. Guerra in the not-too-distant future. Walk-ins are accepted. You can also call for an appointment at 423-3352. That number again, 423-3352. Put your health first.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandstand sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
91.5 Real FM got you covered.
This is Grenville Right.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an air, we ordered an ex-con and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with mag wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With posh new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize, they say, the new driver cannot drive.
Contract work and pension reform must go together. Because we commit to pay the retroactive pension, and we are doing so. We understand the import of the ruling of the court. But so as not to do severe damage, perhaps even irreparable damage to our economy in the long run, we must work out a pension plan going forward that's sustainable.
Remember, folks, the number to call is 442-0175, WhatsApp and landline. The Igwe we have with first call this morning. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
I am calling with the NNP with a concern this morning.
Okay, let's hear you, caller.
Okay, I am concerned and I'm calling to find out what is the end game of Honorable Delma Thomas.
And game, why you explain this?
Yeah.
Okay, my concern is that when the people of her constituency voted her in, they gave her a mandate. When she's going around with Gloria Thomas, is she doing it as an NNP, or is she making a disclaimer saying that she's doing it on her for personal reasons or on herself? Or did she go to a town hall meeting to ask her constituents who voted for her if this is what they want her to do? My concern is that if you are doing bipartisanship, she needs to sit down with Gloria Thomas and look at the plight of people as Lindsey Paul and others who lost their job. And recently, she had a luncheon for the elderly. I cannot recall seeing Gloria Thomas there. I am saying that when people vote members of parliament in, they need to know that they are working for them, and they need to know also that what they are doing, that is what the people mandated them to do. So I would like for Honorable Delma Thomas to call into Real FM sometime her position, because it is. Thank you very much.
All right, have a blessed day, caller, and take care and be safe and blessed New Year. Gates, interesting take there.
That is a very interesting one.
Very
I
interesting.
didn't expect in that one.
You have any other call?
No, go ahead still.
Yeah, Gates. The caller made some observations there, and I think if one person have that thing, it might be
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's take the next call.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm watching that.
Go up a little. You're saying a bit low.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
I watched that. And this is it right now. What I'm watching on the news, beside the news, is so calling on Facebook. They're saying come together, but LMP didn't do what they're doing there. LMP didn't do that. Chibalina was not yellow and not green and not red. Check the vibes. Check the vibes, because she make a oath when she was at Nothin, she say that was she last year. She daughter tell her that was the last year. And she knows she's not going back, and she's helping the other one to come and run in she contest. That is it. Right now, you know what's going on? We don't trust people to vote for us again, because why? When we're watching what's going on, don't come and tell me it is not about yellow or green and all. I listened to a town hall meeting in Maribor with her, and she was campaigning when they're speaking and telling the people, don't worry what they're doing. Look at what I do for you and think about what you want and what you want to be. And look at what's going on today. Could you trust me? No. I watched that and I talk about it. I say, you see what I see in there? I don't believe I could dirty my finger, because when I watch what I watch in there. But I watch that and I talk about it. I call a friend and I about it, don't bring up your pressure. I bring up my pressure through what I watch. And let me be a true member of it. Everybody, NDC fighting for their people. You know you're breaking down your people. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like it. Trust me. Have a blessed day.
Bless caller. Bless caller.
What? You already know that.
Get them weed men and them, boy. They say they only legalize anything for medicinal purposes.
They get taken.
So that means you can smoke willy-nilly stealing.
You have to go and hide.
The police go move all there, you know.
Demo.
You know, you have a song, you say Babylon, I use them brain. They fight down weed and they bring in cocaine.
Yeah.
Morning caller.
Good morning to
you. Hey, morning Clifford.
Happy New Year.
Bless New Year, Clifford.
Happy New Year.
I wish you health, strength, good life.
I hope the New Year happy, but it's not too happy with me. But in any case,
You'll be happy for us based on the economic outlook. We got to ban we belly.
Yeah, and I want to say that I met the Igwe on Sunday night.
You met the Igwe?
Yeah. We met personally.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
So what you have for us today?
Two things. One, what this lady just said, comparing to the other lady. I think we have to look at this thing broad too. While some of the things that they say can have its effect, can be terminated, can be termed different way, because people have different ideas.
Yeah, people have different
but
opinions.
I believe, I see nothing wrong in two ministers at opposite side working for the benefit of the country or the constituency. When NDC was in power at that time, Mr. Roland Bula was the parliamentary representative. And I remember meeting him in Grenville, waiting for a very long time to go, I think it was Rainbow City, to go to have some opening or to address the crowd there. That time the NDC was in power. And he was the representative, right? And he was asked by the NDC to be present there. And I have seen parliamentarians on other side rapping and moving with one another. So I see nothing wrong in that. But if the individual have personal feelings for the other party, it could be detrimental. But nothing wrong in two ministers and they wouldn't be two ministers, two parliamentarians working together in the interest of the constituency, right? Because we have to remember that there's so many same people, and you don't know who vote for who. You might have an idea, well, okay, that person is a supporter of Delma Thomas, or that person is a supporter of the other Miss Thomas, but you don't have a clear idea as to who that person vote for, unless the person come and tell you, and still you can take that because there are people that vote and they tell you they vote for that person. So I don't see anything too wrong in it, unless, as I said, the individual is playing a double game. And they are politicians that play double game. We remember that Mr. Tillman Thomas had members, for that matter, the no confidence motion that hit Mr. Tillman Thomas came from inside his party. You all remember that? Came from the no confidence motion, came from inside his party. And the very same gentleman ran for NMP after that. I am supporting NMP after that, sorry. So we have to be careful with that. I believe that Miss Delma Thomas is genuine, and I hope that she's genuine. And if she have any problems with the party, she ought to let it, to clear it now. And not wait for election coming soon to say, okay, you jump. She did say that, did order say that this would have been our last time and our children asking her not to go and whatnot. But she remained faithful to the party, she said. So I don't think that is something that we should too worried about. But again, as I said, it's human, the human in people, we can't choose. We can't choose. But I believe that Ms. Delma Thomas is wants to do human service to the country and to our constituency. And she shouldn't. I don't expect her to play a double game. That is my part of it. The second thing is, in connection with the government at present, yes, I did hear the Prime Minister's speech, New Year's speech, and I did hear him say that it will be rough. It wouldn't be smooth going down. So Mr. Carl is not wrong there. He did say that, right? But knowing that the government painted a nice picture, showing that the country have a lot of money, showing that the country have money that you could spend as you want. They pay the retroactive pay to people, which was needed, which was the primary thing in the election, and which I believe caused NMP to lose the election because NMP did not handle it properly. I thought the Prime Minister, Dr. Mitchell, was right in trying to consume and hold back some of the money for other areas. But I thought some of the things he said would have triggered other people. And we have to be human and be open. Some of the things he said triggered other people. And human is like money. Man like money, woman more. So we have to remember that if you're offering people money, they're going to jump to money. When you start running around now and you can't get the money that you think you will get, you're going to see. So Mr. Carl is right that we will, or we may, face some troublous time because the money that you use now have to go into the projects. And when you need to do those projects, you have to have the funding. So I don't know where the government say that they intend to properly budget in two ways, by citizenship, passport, and by selling assets. As you say, I don't know what asset they really have to sell now and what asset you're going to sell. And if you sell asset, remember that's a one-up. When you sell an asset, if it costs $1 million or $20 million, that $20 million is going to go into somebody else's hand, and that's finished. So you have to have continuous money. And selling an asset wouldn't give you continuous money. But I'm hoping also that the NMP don't sit down and just hope for something to happen to them, for something to happen to the NDC. Wake up, NMP, and do your work. Wake up, NMP, and do your work. I am not satisfied that the NMP is doing their work. Things happening, we're hearing things, but we're not seeing enough counteract of it. We are not seeing enough counteract, and we're not seeing enough explanation. Because when the NDC come out and say that, okay, they find this money and they find this project there, and NMP slept on the project, and NMP didn't do the project to the extent, and the NMP kept back the money, and we go to lose so much money. Nobody come in and clear and give us the right of it. NMP is sleeping. Nobody come in and tell us the right of it. We heard all this. We heard two ministers, at least three ministers in the parliament, saying about how much money and how much projects that we almost lost. They say we almost lost them because the NMP didn't service those projects and didn't do anything about them. and they come now and they're going to save this project by the Minister of Implementation. I ain't hear nobody question and answer answer to that. Mr. Carl, you are a spokesman. You just say you are a spokesman for the NMP. I have not heard any top official apart from you come and explain that to us. The projects that were sleeping, that the NDCC that they're going to get going now. We want some explanation on that. Because remember, sooner or later, this month or in next month, negotiations for salary have to be in and it's not only for civil servants. We're talking about minimum wage. When you say minimum wage, you mean from the lowest pay up to the highest pay, which means that the government has to, the country has to find a lot of money because the farmers will have to pay minimum wage too. The doctor will have to pay his gardener minimum wage. The servant is going to look for minimum wage. The people working in the stores, minimum wage have to rise for them too. So the country have to be in a position where it could be economically good. I ain't hearing nothing about that.
All right, Cliffy, you make some salient points there.
Yeah, but I think it's something to be considered.
Yes.
And we can't have just running around and listening and waiting. The NMP as a party have to come out in the light when those things are said and explain it thoroughly to the nation.
The NMP has to tell its story.
And that is not enough done at this point in time. I rest my case.
Have a blessed day, Clifford.
Blessed, brother. Igwe.
So you meet Cliffy.
Yeah, we're partying.
Yeah.
We have a next call.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, caller. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Happy New Year to everyone.
Well, same to you, caller.
Thank you. I just want to, as we are on the Delma Thomas issue and her going around with Gloria Thomas, I just want to tell Clifford, he's asking for the NNP to beef up their PR, come forward and stuff. But he's asking for that. But on the other hand, he's agreeing with Delma Thomas going around with the candidate. She's a candidate.
So what's your take on that?
So this is my take. The National Democratic Congress at the moment is victimizing people. They're sending home persons and so forth, taking away contracts from security and so forth, right? There are people who have not been paid, is alleged, since when? Since November, December in Maribor Hospital or whatever. I'm not sure if they got their payments as yet. And if you're deciding to go together with that person who is on the opposite side, how is it that you're going to defend the people that are being victimized? Are you standing up for them while at the same time working with the Gloria Thomas? Is that what's happening here? Is that what's happening here? Nobody is not saying that if you're invited to a function you cannot go, but her postings on Facebook and her going about with Gloria Thomas in every function is suggesting that when it's time for you to stand up for the people who voted for the new national party, who gave you the mandate to be the minister, to represent them, when it's time for you to stand up for them, how would you do it? Would you do it? And there are people who are in dire need of representation. So when you're showing bipartisan or whatever the situation is, and then at the same time the people are hurting and there are people who need you to defend them, where are you going to stand? Where are you standing? I have utmost respect for her. You know, she's a good individual. During the budget speech, they ripped her apart. They ripped her apart with her speech and the way she spoke. You know,
and Gloria didn't tell them to stop.
And nobody stood up to her defense. Nobody on the other side. And at the same time, we at the New National Party has this soft heart. And you know, when NDC had to get into power, they stopped at nothing. They vilified, they scandalized, They lied. They do all in their power to get there. But NNP feel sorry for them and they allow them and they do this and that and the other. And this is the problem. We have to stand up and fight for, not against. Not against. There are people who've been sent home that is living in our constituency. Where is our representation for them?
And the thing about it,
Gloria Farmers to hire them back.
and the NDC does refer to
for them?
and the NDC does refer to NNP as them. Make them go. They eating food long.
Listen.
Them, they referring to NNP as them.
Exactly. And the laughing stock. We like the laughing stock because we always feel sorry and we always want to join, we always want to this and that and the other. And at the end of the day, is it benefiting the people who represent you? Who you represent? That is my take. So Clifford wants NNP to step up their game while at the same time agreeing to Delma Farmers going around with Gloria and showing a bipartisan togetherness. What is it that he really wants? NNP to stand up and defend the people who they voted for and been victimized? Or NNP to join with NDC? Make up his mind. Have a good morning.
All right,
Morning.
thanks.
My observation simply is this, Igwe.
She get news.
Huh?
She get
No,
news.
I wanna not that.
Don't say that.
We're talking about the bipartisanship and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dr. Mitchell in his presentation at the budget indicated that he called the Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister, to congratulate him.
Mm-hmm.
The Prime Minister was quick to say that the leader of His Majesty's opposition called him, but not he what he called the Prime Minister. He want everybody to know I didn't call him. He a call me.
Yeah, but it's like
Listen to me, English. Don't talk it. Let me listen to this thing.
Thanks, man. I don't
Listen.
like that talk.
No. The next thing is they in Parliament, the opening of Parliament. After the thing, the leader of the opposition, being the father of the house, went over to thing and trying to touch him. What's the reaction of the Prime Minister? Like he don't think.
Yeah, like
and then the next day, all the supporters saying, don't let that man touch you. You understand? But they claiming bipartisanship, but they still making people go. When will it stop? So they come to transform the place by making all NNP who they know or believe who was employed to be unemployed. But you're still calling for unity. How that go work? How that go work?
Khaledi saying last week, Tuesday, her husband was in a working group and he got sent home too.
Let me take the call.
Yeah. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, how you doing?
Yeah, good man. Happy New Year.
Well, bless.
And I wish all the best for 2023, health, strength, and keep on that good noble side and that task that you all are undertaking. Something struck me, that's why I call, and I just want to say very quickly, in 2013 when the NNP came in office, with the economic stagnation minus growth, and the way the former Prime Minister and the team had worked in running this country and growing the economy, the homegrown program, the fiscal discipline and management, and so on. Because, they had a very high wage bill of 70% of the dollar government on and 30 going for capital projects. So it wasn't an easy task. Plus, they had to pay increase and back pay and so on. And they did it. Now, going over the years, you see what happened in 2020 with the COVID-19. And we saw what happened to the world with the pandemic. And the NNP administration, former government, stood tall to the task with all the different problems. Everybody know what had happened during this COVID time. And, election came, June, gone, and they boast about the amount of money that this present government get in the treasury where they could do and where they could pay. And they must understand when they're talking about projects, they must understand that it was a lot of problems setting up the project under the COVID time, and the government, the
Still do
NNP
it.
must get credit for that. So, as I say, and I listen to you all with those points, um, you know, compare and contrast. And I ask our people to think and realize, yes, the cheese and the chalk. And in going forward, let's look at it. And I call on NNPites to unite and continue selling the good work of the NNP. You know, all the money they get, all the things that they're doing is because of the good fiscal management of Dr. Mitchell and the team. And they must give them credit. They must give the former administration the credit, because we're looking at what's coming, and let us keep our eyes on the prize. And I just want to say, let's unite, and we have a very vibrant General Secretary, NNP, the Honor Roland Bola. And no matter what constituency you belong, you know, you call him. And I know he's very able to work with you, and let us build the party, and let us go forward and with the vision and work with our party in bringing the fruits. And my sympathy to all the people who've been fired and so on. I just want to say, pray, hope is on the way. Let's do what we ought to do in building our party, so that when the time comes, we the people will vote us back in. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bless you.
Caller, and to the callers, I agree in it for unity, Igwe. NNP. Now let me speak to NNP people now. But at the same time, we need to have those difficult conversation gates openly and honestly. And no reason when you see somebody telling them it's okay, and as they go away saying something different, that is a problem. We cannot be united that way. NNP has to continue to do the work. The work includes getting register gates, calling your known persons to see how they are doing, assist the least among us, Igwe. Because the other thing what happened, old talk, and I'll give you an example. The National Democratic Congress, when it was campaigning, had this thing out, Dr. Keith Mitchell is there too long and he needs to go. They use that as a campaign thing. They won election. But now you're hearing NNP people starting to say that. And that is a problem. So on one side of the mouth, some saying let's unite, but on the other side, they're saying who should go on. Who think. That can't happen. We have to have those difficult conversations honestly. And the whole thing about bipartisanship and unity gates. How could you tell the persons that they continue to fire and make go gates out bipartisanship? How could you tell those that the transformational agenda has visited by making them unemployed when they was employed? It is not easy for the people to understand this bipartisanship thing. You know? So when they see certain persons, it is a concern, but one should not use those concerns to slander anybody gets, but to find an amicable way of conflict resolution to treat with. Because at the end of the day, everybody is what understanding gets, including even you and I. Folks, we have come to the end of the program today. We back, we start new year. We look forward to you making the program what it is. And one thing, the 3 a.m. callers continue to call. My phone wasn't in good circulation recently, but it's back and running now.
Fine.
So we'll get there. So Take care. Have a blessed day. Love you all. Peace.
We out, folks. News is next.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Welcome back. Locally, government has approved a beauty and wellness industry code of professional conduct and fitness to practice. That will, among other things, require people under the age of 18 to have a parent or guardian's written permission for them to receive the services of these professionals. In the region, in St. Lucia, the Ministry of Education has given in to a request